A Nigerian man is currently deported from South Africa. What did he do? What has he done? Why deport him if he is not guilty of the charges? You guys, welcome back here again. If you're new, thank you for coming by. My name is Mary Queen. Do well by liking this video and stay subscribed to the channel. So you guys, I stumbled on this trending video from SABC News. So that is to say a Nigerian man named Omotosho, okay, a pastor in South Africa, a Nigerian pastor in South Africa, okay, was alleged. You guys, I'm going to continue using alleged because we'll get to know the because. Allegedly accused of sezu ara to women, okay, with his church. So let me just play a little video, maybe when he was being escorted, because at this point I don't know who to stand on or where to believe. According to news, some people were saying he voluntarily left South Africa, and some said he was being expelled, he was being escorted according to the judge rule by police. Let's watch this video of him actually leaving South Africa.
Your partner Timothy Otoso is voluntarily leaving South Africa, and those are live visuals that you're watching at the moment, from what I understand, departing from at the moment, and those are live visuals. Seems to be in conversation with immigration or officials, some government officials, may I say. Now, you will know that he was recently acquitted on 32 rape and human trafficking charges after the High Court in Quebec found that the state failed to present a compelling case. He's already spent 8 years in a prison. Now, his acquittal has
the video clip you guys just watched was the moment that Omotoso was actually leaving South Africa with some of the officials, okay, immigration officers, police, and others. That is him inside the airport, okay, leaving South Africa down to Nigeria. So according to the judge's rule, the Home Affairs, they ruled that he's unwanted in South Africa for 5 years. So for those who doesn't know what really actually happened to this man, so this man is a pastor, and then they had to accuse him that he has, okay, using his church for sexual harass and the human okay. So this man has been arrested for past 8 years in South African prison, awaiting trials. So finally he gets for judgment, and all that. The judgment day. So this was now, there was not enough evidence. Okay, the charges was dropped. The lady that was claiming that this man, when he did this with him, was not, present. She was not present. Okay, the charges was dropped. So my case is, why drop the charges if he is guilty? Why deport him if he is guilty of all this? Like, why deport him? Me, if this man is actually guilty of the claim and you people are deporting him, I honestly speaking, personally, I think this Home Affairs, the judiciary, the law force in South Africa did not try on this one. Because you think deporting him to Nigeria is a way of giving him punishment? I don't think so. It's not punishment enough. If this man is guilty of this whole thing, then the due law course should follow. He should go kri. But at this point, with the deportation thing, it's obvious that with the judges could not rule against him because there was not enough evidence. That is all I can state here. The judges did not rule, okay, maybe for him to enter kri. That is maybe to say that he is not guilty, or there is not enough evidence. Let me don't conclude he's not guilty, because at this point I don't know who to stand for. I am not standing for him. I'm only standing for the law, because it's good for everyone to obey the rules and regulation of every country and to do the rightful things. Okay, But for me, if he is guilty and South Africans do it this way, the next thing that they felt will be okay is to deport him. It's not right. That means what about the victims? What about the people that were victim of whatever acts, whatever that thing that he has done? That is to say that he won the law. He won the South African law. So now I believe with the South African rules, South African laws, since he is discharged, the case was dropped, he is innocent allegedly, okay, there was not enough evidence to rule against him for him to go serve Krikri or thereabout. That is it. Then a lot of people were saying he voluntarily decided to leave. Why deporting him if he is not guilty? At this point, I believe that since he has had this kind of reputations, one of the best thing is for him to leave, because knowing SA, that is the best thing for him to leave the country, honestly. Anyways, some people that are talking about volunteer, let's listen to one of our brother who is also talking about this, what he has to say about this whole stuff. Then I will get to say one or two.
A Nigerian pastor wrongly accused of rape, Pastor Omotosho, Timothy Omotosho, has been deported from South Africa. Now, let me recap the story for you a little bit. Pastor Omotosho was the pastor and founder of a thriving church in South Africa. He founded the church like over a decade ago, and the church was doing well, was gathering a lot of members. Some bitter South African pastors, instead of working with him in order to evangelize the country, they became bitter and jealous because he was getting a lot of people and he was getting a huge following. They decided to set him up with a lady that accused him of rape. Now, this lady, according to all the videos that she had done even before the accusation, where she said that she had been planted in different churches to bring down men of God, that was the only witness they had. And Pastor Motosho was incarcerated for 8 years awaiting trial, which was unlawful and unjust. And at the trial, there was no evidence against him, and he was discharged, and the case was thrown out, and he was freed. And because of public sentiment and ANC wants to win the next election, they need to show that they are tough on Nigerians, because Nigerians are punching back for ANC and other parties when it comes to elections. They say, we are going to deal with the Nigerians, we are going to chase them away, and we are going to chase other foreigners away. By the time they say that, you earn a lot of votes, because South Africans basically are jealous of Nigerians. So Pastor Motosho was released, and as a result, a lot of political parties got on the bandwagon and they want him out of the country. No, they want him rearrested. And they rearrested him. There was no evidence to hold him again for immigration, whatever. And they released him back in the country. But his life was in danger because they were threatening to unalive him. So he decided to voluntarily leave South Africa. So Pastor Motosho left South Africa yesterday. I think yesterday was the 18th of this month, which is May. He left South Africa back to Nigeria. And now the South Africans are up in arms that why was he allowed to leave the country? Because he didn't have proper papers to stay in the country. Why was he allowed to leave? What do you want? What do you want as South?
After listening to this, our brother, now his own side of the story is kind of understandable, because I believe that South Africa is a country that has laws. Because if this man is guilty of the charges, he would have faced the law. He has already stayed 8 years in prison, just waiting trials. So the man now, him as a pastor, some people were in the comment section say, God has vindicated his own, and some people were like it's just a front and back something. Some people were like, that the charges was dropped. Whichever one it is, let it be. As long as the law did not find anything, no enough evidence, that's good. As long as they did not find anything against him, and since whether voluntarily or whether they decided to, or he's unwanted, whatever thing he is, as long as he's coming back and he's okay. If he's innocent of the whole charges, if he's innocent of the accusation, then that is great. His freedom is a good one for him and his family. That is a good one. And then him coming back again is a good one, because instead of his life to be at risk, just like our brother here to say, it's rather he come back to Nigeria. So that is it. But if he is not innocent and then he's living like this, South Africans, you people did not try. The authorities did not try. You people people did not do it well. Nigeria is not a place for him to come stay, because if he is not innocent, if he is innocent, because why I feel like there is not enough charges and he is innocent is that, listening to the Home Affairs, the CB, the SA News, they said that after 5 years, because they only gave him 5 years not to be in South Africa, after 5 years he can appeal to return back to South Africa. So if he is guilty, they wouldn't have granted him such kind of opportunity. Definitely. But knowing some kind of snothead our Nigerians have, okay, if he's a law-abiding somebody, he will not return unto 5 years. But if he is not a law-abiding person, trust me, maybe he will return back allegedly with another ID, and which is not right at that point. But seeing the fact that his life right now is no longer safe, it's better for him to return home. Home sweet home, abi. No be to the run, they go other places, return back home. Anyways, you can still start your administration in Nigeria. Since these SA people do not want, or the case has become like this. Anyway, guys, me, I'm not here supporting anybody. Me, I'm here still standing for the law. All that I'm saying here is, if he is or if he is not, I don't know who is guilty and who is not, or who is innocent. But as long as the SA permits like this, has discharged him freely, which shows he is not guilty. There is not enough evidence, so he is not guilty. Oh yeah, welcome back, Pastor. Come and pastor us in the Nigeria surface. You guys, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. That is it for my own. I just thought of sharing this with you guys. At least he's back home, home sweet home. Even if you want to return back to SA, that is his own cup of tea. You have to wait till 5 years. 5 years. Whosoever that is wrong, whether he's wrongly accused, and let it be an end. If the lady that accused this man, if it's something that they just set you up to do, you didn't do right, it's not right at all. If you just did it the same because of money, you did not do the right thing, it's not fair. And then if this man actually did this thing and then they let him go like this, the authorities did not do the right thing as well, because they are victims who must have gone through one or two due to this, due to his actions, which is not right. Right now, don't come for me, because I am not supporting anybody. I'm only standing on the law. So that is to say, wherever you find yourself, do the right thing. Follow due process of law. And then if you're also the pastors or colleagues that are supposed to work with him, but you choose to frame him up in this way, what pastors or whatever are you? You are not one. Deviate from such life. Me, I talk my own. That is it for this video. Don't forget to like, share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll see you all in my next one. Let's continue to do the right thing.